Blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses of Say of Sakodi of TRC, Ghana, coming to you this February 22nd, 2022, with a continuation of our exposés, testimony, New World Disorder. Blessed ones, before we begin, as usual, I want to welcome Pastor Akwaba, Allen, Sahale, Shagita. Welcome, Inganjoni, Benvindo, you are welcome. Kuso, Diwo, Chusanyusenyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mengalaba, Boye, Malamu, Karibu, Ekabo, No, O, Sanu, Dezua, Emkwan de Hina, Mitash, Duburo, Pezalovat, Bine Ivinit, Barigalus, Vita Ichi, Ayupon, Dobridoya, Velkomen, Estan, Ozut, Walang Anuman, Bienvenido, Namaste, Swagetam, Kush, Amadid, Baruch, Haba, Marhaba, Wanyong Haminida. Wangin nyejeko anyemime nyejeko we zolo novio nya wezo akwaba to the program testimony New World Disorder, humanity and the nations of the world. It would shock you to know again that the decision to get me killed by the US government, by Nana Addo Akufo, John Ejekunkufo and his administration, was made in that set up marriage with the US undercover agent to get me killed as far back as 2006. 2006. It has been continued by Barack Obama. It has been continued by Donald Trump and his administration. It has been continued. It's been continued by Joe Biden and his administration. But amidst all this, God has continued to prove to them that they don't own the lives of the American people. They don't own the lives of the African people. They don't own our lives as humanity. Let them go about and seek to take my life from me. So long as the God that made life, that is the terrorists that have been planted at the home against me, that is them that have been sent to the home. We had a bank on the dam on the door, on the next door. That is them. They've been sent in immediately as I exposed it. So long as the God of the Bible, that is the preserver of my soul, has not given the power into the hands of the US government. When I say the US government, Joe Biden and his administration are comfortable with that. That put it on George Bush, the Bush administration, the Obama administration, the Trump administration, and that it doesn't seem to point to him. So that is okay. So long as God has not given you that power, we have not given the power to the U.S. government, including the Joe Biden's administration. They cannot. They cannot. And they have no right under any law, national or international, to assassinate me, to murder me, to medically terrorize me, like they have continued to do. For the fact that they have killed my people, killed my family members, because of one woman. They don't have that power. Christ told them, you have no power over me. And you have no power over me. You have no power to get me assassinated. You are committing crimes, endangering the life of the American people by this total terror, persecution, and torture against me. You are doing that to endanger the life of your own people. You are endangering your own people's life. It is not the American people doing this. It is your own government. that is willfully creating this danger for Americans or the nations of the world and crying out by this willful intent to get me assassinated, humanity and the nations of the world. This is part 81. Now, welcome to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. That decision has been made. Just like they made it concerning Iraq, they destroyed them. They made it concerning Syria, we saw it. They have already made it concerning Putin and Russia. They have made that decision. That is why when you saw that I have, last week, I had told us that, oh, you calm down. The situation in Russia and Ukraine is not that dangerous as though there is a third world war. It is not that. Calm down. That same week, you saw the US government going to the extent of fixing date, February 20th being the date that Russia would attack Ukraine, would invade Ukraine. They stated that date. And I've told you that a whole chunk of what we are talking about, they're using the media to do with Ukraine. It's all about this US undercover agent and the Akufo Addo government. The Russia that they are talking about is here. He's the person standing here. It has been my code name. China has been my coded name for years. North Korea had been my coded name for years because of hatred. They had expected that February the 20th, I would come out with a response in regarding the smartness that they are making Akufo Addo play in the Caribbeans. By playing on Europe, Germany, France, infiltrating Europe quickly because they have realized that there is an error. The copy of the document did not go to the Ghana embassy like however, they were behind the Montgomery County Police, the FBI, the Biden administration, the Akufo Addo administration, Osla Owusu and her administration, through information sharing, they have always sent out their torture, their terror, their persecution, their setup, they have planned them all together, and they have terrorized me. When they have to kill my people to silence me, they have killed them. So Ghana Embassy, Washington, D.C., get it clear. You did that with Owusu Bempa. The Biden administration, the FBI, the Montgomery County Police, you did that with Owusu Bempa to falsely prophesy to get me killed in America. But the undercover agent would take ownership of, if I would not allow her to take ownership of me. Humanity and the nations of the world. Akwaba to a program, Testimony, New World Disorder. One more time, I will say it to us again. The nations of the world. We must not think that it is the case that Russia as the state want to create third world war. That Russia that they are talking about, what they are using the media for, it's no rocket science. The constant accusation of Russia, and diverting attention from what is being done to us, what Gabriel Jesus and the World Health Organization, these evil minds in America are doing to the world, to the point of killing my family members one after the other. When they see that it is overwhelming them at the White House, they say, let them lock down the whole world. Let them lock down the whole world and do whatever they please. But blessed ones of the nations of the world, I am not moved. Ghana, get it clear. America, Europe, and the nations of the world. Russia as a nation is not an invader of nations. We know the records. The threat that they are creating about Russia, it's all about the hatred for this one man, which they cannot. They must speak intelligently, use the media to do that. It's all about the undercover agent and the killing of my people of Ghana. Canada, to shock you about this, after the violation of the Geneva Convention in 2014, between September 2013 to 2nd of March 2014, when I've told you, you know what His Excellency Prime Minister Joseph Harper did. God put him there as Joseph of the Bible, understanding the plight of slaves as recorded in the Bible and the modern day slavery that is being perpetrated by America, which led me to your land. God put him there. I've told you how eventually I have to come back to America. I landed on the soil of America on the 2nd of March 2014. When I landed in America, the Obama administration continued to terrorize me and put me in total helplessness. In America, I didn't have a place. I had come with my luggage from the flight. I didn't have a place to lay my head. Terrible conditions under heavy snowing situation. I made an expose, put it on the Facebook channel, Facebook page, Testimony New World Disorder. We used to be on that channel before we moved to YouTube. Immediately, when I landed in America, my situation, I have to put it before the world. The Canadian government, Stephen Harper and his administration, they feel very, very uncomfortable regarding what the total violation of the Geneva Convention, and have repatriated me to America. And this is what I'm feeling, which means that there was every reason that I should have been given asylum in the land of Canada in order for them to divert attention from that atrocity. Guess what they did? Within 10 days, they orchestrated. I'm telling you, so we understand what they use the media to do, the mainstream media. They orchestrated, in the interest of this US undercover agent, that there is a flight from is that Philippines or where? Indonesia or whatever. Flight number M8370, Boeing 777. Let's go Google the records. Boeing 777. I said 10 days after I reached America, based on the helpless situation that the Canadian government pushed me to under Obama administration, I'm facing in America since I returned. 10 days, they orchestrated that there is a flight whose number is MH370, using the undercover agent secret code MH370 37 Boeing 777. I've told us they hide behind Russia. They hide behind Israel. Cowardly. Not that it is for the fear. I've told Obama in his house that it is only that America poses, the US government poses, as though they are the protector of Israel. They are the preserver of Israel. Without America's protection, Israel will not exist. They pose that because they are afraid to take their cowardly secret killing to Israel. For the God of Israel will not spare them. I told Obama in his house plainly. So don't be shocked that, yes, so they orchestrated Boeing MH370 as a flight, Boeing 777. That there was, how many people? 200, over 200 people on that flight. And that flight had disappeared in the skies. And the mainstream media, the global media was taking loud, making people of the intelligence community. I'm telling you this because investigating by go to credible intelligence bodies, go to the Russia intelligence body, go to the Mossad, go to them in Israel, go to other intelligence service of truthful intelligence service bodies, and they will tell you that that MH3, flight, that Boeing 777 MH370, that flight that was orchestrated to have been missing. It never existed. There was no flight like that. There was no plane number like that. Go ask Russia. Let them tell you. However, it was possible for them to have taken the media, use that strategy, use people of the intelligence community, put camera on them, and in the sight of the world, let them pretend they are crying at airport, making demanding an inquiry for their people that are missing. Every effort must be made. They did this because of hatred for me in the interest of the US undercover agent. That with time, they have secretly swept that atrocity under the carpet. We live in a wicked and evil world. That is what we live in. So don't take what is happening, the using of Russia, about all that is happening with Ukraine and Russia, don't let it shock you. I'm telling you that you'll be shocked to know if they will tell you the truth as to how much percentage of that has to do with Ghana, the government of Nana Akufo, this US undercover agent, and the hatred for me. But that is how the world runs. That's how the world runs. So blessed ones of the nations of Akwa to the program, testimony, e-word. I'm not moved. They have all the intelligence, technology, and money. One African, they must kill him. They have killed my father, killed my pastor, killed my president, killed my diplomat, celebrity, anyhow. Yet, because the decision was made to send this US undercover agent to execute it in 2006 with disregard for the church of God, the God of the church has continued to prove to my fellow men of God who hold to this book and yet eat from politicians' table. And I've aided them to get me killed after this now, like Bishop T.D. Jakes is doing with Akufo in the interest of the US undercover agent and my killing sticks. God is not giving my life into their hands to take it. It's not giving my life into their hands to take it any day or any time. I shall get back to the soil of Ghana because God owns my life. Humanity and the nations rejoice, for I shall not die. It is 100% possibility that I've been poisoned in this home. Yes, by evil minds that have been planted at the home from Ivory Coast, by the Akufo government, the Montgomery County Police, and the FBI. There's 100% possibility that I've been poisoned. Many of my people in Ghana that have been poisoned and killed, they get them poisoned, a slow poison. It eats into them. Eventually, when you fall, you have come to, the poison have taken full effect on you. You are rushed to the hospital, and the wicked have been tracking you from your home everywhere. They pick a phone, contact the medical doctor. This individual, kill him, they eventually inject you and kill you. If they cannot barbarously kill you like they killed my Reverend Dr. David Mabimado on 30th of December 2018, they can't kill you in church. They can't kill you openly. They can't kill you like they kill Ebony. They poison you for the poison to eat slowly in you. What they are doing now is to use the medical field, knowing what they have done to me, to find means to justify the terror that they have committed against me with a medical record, make up a medical record to cover up their evil. That is how evil they are. Gabriel Jesus, you sit at the World Health Organization, you use Exxon Company. For years, you have sought to get me terrorized under COVID. You failed. At the heated moment, the heaviest moment of the winter, when it has snowed at in America, the state of Maryland, You took over the Exxon company to terrorize me, freeze me in the snow. You have destroyed my arm. Go ahead, knowing very well that you have destroyed my internal organs, and make up medical records to let the Exxon company get away with their responsibility towards my treatment. There is a God in heaven whom the evil deeds of all men are held accountable. Ghana and the nations of Akufo to the program testimony. America asked the FBI, ask the Montgomery County Police, ask Mr. Gabriel Jesus what they have done when I exposed to you that they have gone to the extent of admitting an employee of the Exxon company, which I'm a part-time worker, the Exxon company. Go and find out what they have done. Now, between last week Friday and now, between when I exposed to you, they have quickly employed a guy called Gilman to take the place of the Mr. Louis guy whom they admitted. To further the agenda that they have destroyed my internal organs. However, the Exxon company is not responsible. I must bear the responsibility, and my insurance company must collude with them to play with my life, with the medical doctors, the health sector to do that. But they cannot. Ghana, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. There is 100% possibility that they are poisoning me. They only want to use the medical field to justify it, but God is not letting me die. On the 8th of January, on the 8th of February 2022, I had gone for an appointment with the medical access in Germantown, Maryland. After my insurance company played with them, played their intelligence with the FBI, Montgomery County Police, eventually they gave my health insurance to go for medical treatment regarding my arm. Before I went, the place is just next to the 7-Eleven terror company of the Middlebrook Road. 7-Eleven corporate body in America, which for years, since 2009, have been used by the US government, successive government, to even rob America $1.6 billion, and they cover it up. They kill my people, corporate terrorists. I had to stand by the company because the building is next to the medical access. I had to stand in front of the company, just like I've captured the 7-Eleven company of the Henderson Corner. I've captured the 7-Eleven company, all the 7-Eleven companies that had been involved, together with the Rite Aid, which has been turned to Walgreens. I've captured them all and I've exposed them. I went to stand by that 7-Eleven store, Middlebrook Road, which the US undercover agent, the Biden administration, was seeking to rob me. If I will not yield, they would terrorize me medically under vaccine. I refused. They took my job. They must assassinate me. They failed. They go ahead and terrorize my people. And I stood by the front of the company and I captured the company, exposing to the people of Ghana that it was that company. This is the company which was being used to rob me of my income. And they have terrorized you and killed you on June the 20th, 2022. They have killed you at Bogoso. I captured evidence exposing on that company. Then from there, I walked a few distance to the medical access. The FBI had already, their surveillance was fully on that access. I pretend, I don't know. Just like I've always been, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but I fear no evil. They made, within 2 hours window, they had networked with the 7-Eleven corporate to bring the boss of the manager of the company who was used to rob me, and I have refused. Since December, I have been demanding for my $600 that they robbed me for the under. They have robbed me, seeking to give it to the undercover. That they better give me my money, else the God of this book would respond to them. I don't use weapon, I don't use bomb. That God of this book will respond to them. That 7-Eleven corporate on the defense of the Ghanaian people blood. I've told them. So when I went there and I stood there and I was capturing the evidence, they knew that their time has come, and I'm going to put them on this channel, just like we have seen the other 7-Eleven company, the Rite Aid, Walmart. So the FBI quickly, within 2 hours window, organized for the boss of the manager to be at the office, because they knew that right from that appointment, I will go to the 7-Eleven and go demand my money. They have killed my people, but I'm still demanding my $600. I worked for it. Slavery and human enslavement have been abolished. So the FBI, they are all taking over the 7-Eleven surveillance camera. I went there. Their plot had, their machination has succeeded. Under the camera, they made the John, the manager, take me to her boss at the office, play the treachery that in order for them to prevent me putting the expose out there for the world to see. Guess what they did? They are going to give me my money. The money, in fact, had been sent to an address which I no longer. I have told the company that I'll come to the company personally for my paycheck. Get it ready. I'll come for it. They have generated an image within 2 hours window, claiming that they have sent the paycheck to an address. I cannot get it. I demand my paycheck now. So we are going to give you back on. Only that you have to pay $25. I said, take it out of my $600 take it out of my paycheck. They tell me I'll receive it in 3 days. When I left the 7-Eleven store, the Montgomery County Police, the FBI, the Germantown, the medical field had been taken over. They must seek to use the health sector to make up false records against me. It is not about my health, the treatment. They must use the CVS, the same 7-Eleven which has been turned to Walgreens, Germantown, Maryland, to aid the FBI in Montgomery County, using the health sector to advance the cause of this U.S. attack, to cover up her heinous crimes. Ghana, and then this is Akufo to the program, testimony, New World Disorder. I am harmed in all round, irrespective of how much considerate I have to be. Walk in prudence and not dump any information to give the U.S. government an iota of excuse to say that this is what he has done. The decision has already been made to kill me, and you couldn't kill me. You have killed my father, killed my uncle, killed my pastor, kill my diploma, kill us anyhow. I will not give you any reason to kill me. I have tried as much as possible not to dump any information here. I have tried. However, in spite of this is irrespective of how circumspect I have been, irrespective of how circumspect I have been. Also, there is a willful and a deliberate agenda by the FBI, Montgomery County Police, seeking to destroy every existing evidence to their heinous crimes of the U.S. undercover agent. The US government money, intelligent technology. They are running the government of Akufo Addo and seeking to destroy every existing evidence. I am in that every existing evidence that I possess. I'm in such a situation. Yet I keep pressing on with the all-loving God. God willing, in the next expose, part 82, we shall see the evidence that I captured on the 7-Eleven company on 8th of January. And I transmitted to Ghana that day. When I transmitted it to Ghana, because I transmitted that information to Ghana that day, the 3 days that the 7-Eleven company said they will send me the check, I told you before this, the recording of the expose, part 81, part 80. This is 81. This is 81. Yeah. I've told you I had sent evidence. I sent it to Ghana. That same individual that has been receiving the evidence from me was the person that has sent the 7-Eleven expose on the 7-Eleven company to. I sent it that same 8th of, and then waited, never put it, made it available on this public, waiting to see whether they will send the check in 3 days. Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world. Shocking. From the 8th of February till 22nd of April. How many days? Is it 3 days? Up till now, the FBI and the Montgomery company, the Biden has made the 7-Eleven company go back, because I've exposed them, and Ghana knows that that was the company that was used to kill my people. If they were trying to appease me secretly, in close, we are bringing your money, but I've already exposed them. So they have decided not to send the money in 3 days. They have taken it. We will not. What a shame. This is the same thing that Joe Biden did. He had destroyed lives in Afghanistan have been destroyed. Eventually, God strengthened Afghan to chase them out of Afghanistan. He fled. And Trump told him, "You have acted almost as a fool." I didn't tell him that in the sight of the world. To cover up their shame. You know what they are doing? Afghanistan, your national reserve with the US government, we have taken it. We have confiscated the money. Why? Because God proved to you that the Afghans are humans and chased you out. God whipped you, Joe Biden, and drove you out of Afghan with your shame being before the whole of Americans. So you console yourself. I've done something. I've taken their money. That is the same thing that they are doing regarding the killing of my people of Bogoso with the 7-Eleven company. I have exposed the 7-Eleven company that they were behind the killing of. I captured the evidence expose on them that they are behind. Ghana should watch. I transmitted it to Ghana, and therefore they have decided, if you have beaten us already and we have taken your money, take it. Take it. But America, I want to say it here. They have killed my father, killed my uncle, killed my diplomat, killed my Kofi Annan, killed us anyhow. They have used the World Health Organization to terrorize and persecute the entire human race for hatred for one African, just to use the medical field to destroy me. They have done this to the human race. But I want to tell us that God will not let them succeed in destroying my life. God will not let them succeed. Humanity and the nation are called back to the program Testimony, New World Disorder. In the next expose, in spite of their intelligence and technological sabotage against me, I would make effort to make that expose that I captured on the 7-Eleven company available to you. When I went to the office and the superior of the manager had been brought in within 2 hours, a woman, to play the treachery that they were going to send the money to me, I captured also that evidence. Captured the woman on camera. I transmitted it to Ghana. So I captured them on the 7-Eleven company. So they have to retreat, and say they have robbed me of my money anyway. America, let me say this. Irrespective of all my people that they have killed, I have not resort to any weapon against anybody. They want any grounds to seek to justify their decision that they made with this UN cover in 2006 to get me killed. And God says, no, you have no power to do that. They want to find means to justify that. However, in the next 2 exposés, I'll try and put the evidence that I captured on the 7-Eleven. They can rob me of my money for the US undercover agent. But I want to say this, America, I want to say this. She has killed my father. She sought to kill me. God says no. To lynch me, God says no. She has killed my father, killed my uncle, killed my pastor, killed my president, killed my people anyhow. The Haitian president has been killed. Bogota has been terrorized. Let her greed for money, love for money, that caused the life of her father. The money that she pursued to kill, to cause her own father, hating me to cause their own father's life. Let her continue pursuing that. But I want to say it without an iota of fear. If the FBI, Montgomery County Police, the Rockville Court, crime aiding court, take a penny, I'm not a slave, let them take a penny from me to this US undercover agent. I know one thing from the God of the Bible. That money that they robbed me of for the undercover agent shall be used for a funeral celebration. Shall be used to bury the dead. God says I should tell them. I don't use any weapon. So let them rob me. Ghana, they would take Afghanistan's national reserve. They will kill my people, and by their love for money, take my money, that bit e-levy, tax the Ghanaian people to cover up their evil that we pay for their killing of our people, and enforce the robbing. Ghana, they are hoping that that will succeed. They are still pushing. Let them take a penny from me for the US undercover. The money will be used for funeral. I end here. That's what the next two episodes. God bless you, and God bless my home.